Welcome back to TerraFirmaCraft. I'm CZSurvivor and I've found canola, which is one of 3 parts that we need for fire clay. The other 2 parts being graphite, which we haven't acquired, and clay. Pretty obvious. Which I have acquired and there's plenty around, you can't miss it. Now I've also found some fertilizer. That is something that I wouldn't want to try and pronounce the actual word for. It's one of those awkward words. And I also found some sheep. However, as you will see when we return to the base, they unfortunately met their end on the way home by a little force known as gravity. I also found some more, but the ones that I found the second time were male. The first ones I found were female, and I didn't need any more males, so I just slaughtered them, and I have some small raw hide here, which I'll get processing as soon as I collect all this canolite. And today we're going to be working on a tree farm. So yeah. Right, so on my way back I found some linonite, which is iron, which just got me the achievement for finding it, and it is normal quality of 25 units, which will make iron production a lot more efficient. Hopefully we can find a 35 unit one for when we start making pig iron in our production for steel, but that's something for the future. Right, so before we get started on the tree farm, let's breed these 2 pigs. So we've got a male and a female. I don't know if they'll be able to breed through the fence. Yep, pregnant, which is good. It's got no decay on it. I'll stick this back. I think the first step in, well, acquiring our tree farm area would be to choose the location, which I have already chosen. It's going to be this rough area here. I think I'm going to fill in a bit of the land, and yeah, so with my new wrought iron shovel, I think it's time to start clearing out an area. Well, leveling an area. Sort of the same. Right, so with night having set in, I think I'm going to do a few little tweaks at the base, but as you can see, the area is beginning to flatten out nicely and we're getting quite a large area. So one of the things is I want to continue working on some leather. So I got some more tanned leather, which is good. I've got some more small prepared hide, which needs to go for a tanning. And then I've got some small soaked hide, which needs a scraping. Like so, and that can be cleaned in water. And yeah, next step I think is removing the old tree farm, which looks ugly and is in the position where I'm planning on putting my house. I think I'll have a nice boat dock out back. We'll have a nice path here and probably a bridge at the front over to the tree farm, and probably turn that into the food island. And then we'll have a big railway track somewhere down south or north, somewhere away from the equator where we can store all our food, where it really exceeds freezing, so our food doesn't rot. Ooh, a tree group. One thing I do want to say is, out on my travels when I was acquiring that canolite, the stuff that you use for making the fire clay, I managed to find some maple trees. So I went and chopped off the leaves off that to get the maple saplings, and I think that'll be one tree that I'll be growing first, and I think we'll be building with maple in the house. Right, so this is the area that we've got to work with. So what I'm thinking is we're going to have rows of trees, so big massive rows, so we can perform that ridiculously stupid tree harvesting thing. Probably didn't want to drop off all my dirt. And we're going to have a 2 gap between each, to give them plenty of space to grow and make sure we get plenty of saplings back. Like so. Probably won't have enough saplings to fill this area. And we'll have another row here. And hopefully we can get more back than what we started with. I think we started with about 56 or so. So yeah, and I think over here we're going to have a more dedicated tree farm to other stuff. So for now I put those maple trees over there. What I'm thinking is at this point we'll put, which one's most decayed? That one. We'll put a white cedar grid, so every 2 blocks we can put a white cedar rather than having rows, because I know the white cedar isn't as highly profitable, and they don't really produce much leaves due to the shape, though I do have a lot of the white cedar saplings because I was farming a lot at the beginning, because I really like the white cedar for a pale white building to go with that stone over there. So yeah, as you can see, it's white cedar over there. Now this bit here, I think, as I said before, this is going to have the bridge, so I'm going to have a bridge coming from over here, crossing this gap here, and we'll have like a little pathway up to the tree farm here, and then yeah, so here we'll have our white cedar grid. We'll give it a bit of space, so 1, 2 place, 1, 2 place, and basically this can't place one there. Oh well, 1, 2, 1, 2. I never grabbed the dirt. Oh yes, this is the acquisition of dirt I acquired from that area, and this is all the, I don't know how to pronounce it. I know it's not Guinness. I'm sure Nice. I think you just miss off the G when pronouncing it. If anyone knows, let me know in the comments, please. Or I might just go search up on the internet. I don't know. Whichever comes first, if I get the urge to search it up on the internet. So yeah, let's just add 1 piece, well, a piece there, a piece there, and a piece there. So we can have some there, we can have some here, we can have some there. So yeah, we have a nice area for some white cedar, nice area for some hickory, and I think I'm going to go back to where I found those maple and acquire a few more maple saplings and get some maple wood. And get started on this bridge. Feel like building a bridge. Something I haven't done in Minecraft ever, except for an automated cobblestone bridge production system that you had to manually destroy for it to auto rebuild, but that's nothing. Right, so I'm currently gathering andesite, well, the smooth andesite, so I can make some walls, not directly for, but partly for the bridge, but not to go on the bridge. Yeah, that's confusing. Ooh, I found some copper. Well, I obviously found this copper if I'm mining in the copper mine for this smooth andesite. Would make pretty much sense. But hey. So yeah, I'm just getting some andesite and also some copper conveniently. Right, so I've thrown a small mock-up of what I'm thinking of doing. I'm not too sure about this bit, which is more going to be a handrail. I don't know if it quite works, but I'm planning on having hickory plank, yeah, hickory plank as the outskirt of it, like so. And then on the inside we're going to have, that's not centered. Oh, and I need to mine up the whole thing now. We're going to have this maple. It's quite an orangey in colour, but I think is nice. So 1, 2, so I need a 2 gap there. So yeah, that's what it's looking like. I could put potentially a strip down the middle. How does it look? You know what? If it works like that all the way through, that's good. Will it work here? Ooh. Ooh, that looks nice. Oh, first time creativity's worked on camera for me. It always ends up being ugly. And I've got some smooth andesite walls. Wait, they don't take up a full block. Why are they like that? Oh, so, oh. Right, so it's shaping to the edge of the block. Bound box. Interesting. So yeah, I'm going to build out this bridge. I'll think about the handrail. I'm thinking no at this point. Right, so the bridge is coming along nicely. My hickory supply is running low though, unfortunately. 1, 2 gap. So yeah, I'm thinking this looks nice, especially with that. Definitely works. And I'm thinking no handrail at the moment. If we could have these slanted, then maybe. I wonder, can they go inside the same block? No, it's not. That's not a multi-block. This is. It's worth a chance. It's not as if it would cause any problems. So yeah, this is coming along nicely. Should I ask, what do you think of it? Do you think it looks good? Do you think it doesn't? I'd like to know your opinion on this. So yeah, I'm going to keep working, and hopefully some of the Douglas fir would have grown in time. Otherwise I'm going to have to scavenge the landscape for some. Looks like we have another bloom done. This is 645%. So we'll throw this in the floor. Nothing of me words at the moment, can't speak. Throw that in the forge and light it up, and I think I'm gonna work towards creating another batch of iron. And I'm also gonna need some more charcoal. I'm running low on that again. Charcoal doesn't last long when you're using it in the bloomery. So yeah, this tree farm, hopefully it can get us lots and lots of Douglas fir. Right, so I want to try something. If I take 3 leather and 6 planks, we get a bellow. Now this is sitting at that line there. This should, looks like it's working. Yep, increase the temperature. Now this can actually melt this ingot just where it touches with the coal normally. It is at the boundary between melting and not melting, and I just wanted to make the bellow since I've just managed to get enough leather. So yellow can be worked. There should just be a punch left. Oh no. Nope. Draw, upset, hit, punch. Yes! Wrought iron accent. Right, so I want to try something. Now if you take 3 sugar cane, you can make some paper. Now you put paper next to an ink sac. Oh no. Ink sac. In a crafting grid you get a marker. And then markers crafted with paper gives you blueprints. Then if you right click on one of your chiseled blocks, out stir, we've got 3 outsters. Ooh, blueprints. So that's the design that I'm calling it. So if we just top of our food, if you have a hammer and a chisel in your inventory, where'd my hammer go? Give me a second. Right, so I was unable to locate my hammer, so I made another one out of bismuth. I just cast out another one, used some clay. So if I right click on this, oh wait, no, you have to turn it into a detailed one. Oh, it remembers its direction. Ah, so right, that won't be perfect. Okay. Learning stuff, learning stuff. Where's my bismuth axe gone as well? Okay, that's a bit weird. Okay, if we do it on this corner, one in the hand. Oh, after we turn it into a detailed one in the hand. Yes, it automatically converts it into a chisel block, which saves you quite a considerable amount of time. So we should also be able to do it there. And that blueprint broke. So yeah, that's going to make building a roof on this house a lot easier. It's probably going to be quite a bland roof. I don't know how. I'm not very good at doing roofs. Let's just put it that way. Unfortunately, I've run out of time for this episode, so between this episode and next, I'm gonna fall into the river. No, I'm gonna wait for those trees to grow, and we're gonna harvest them on camera, because that's gonna be what a massive chop. And I'm probably gonna work on acquiring some more iron. So yeah. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did so, hit that like button. I also had a little path here. Might tweet that as well. If you're new to the channel, why don't you subscribe? What are you waiting for? Got any comments, questions? Drop them down in the comment section below. I'll answer them if possible. Stay well, and Survivor out.